one of the things that strikes me is how, let's talk about this for a minute, how easy it is to get involved with Anyone Local, how easy it is to begin. Because one of the things I always had trouble with those larger groups was you had to find a location in your town that didn't already have somebody that did what you did at that seat, and that it was a day that you could make it. It was a time that you could be there. It was, people that you got along with. Because the worst thing in those groups is to end up with a person in a seat that you don't care for, and then you've got to try to refer to them and you don't like them anyway. But like you said, rules, right, and standards. So let's talk about how easy it is to start up an Anyone Local. I think the other thing that's key, and you kind of touched on this before, Scott, and have you touch on it again a little bit more. If I'm in Missoula, Montana, right, and I decide that my friend in St. Louis, Missouri needs to know about Anyone Local, I can touch base with them and they can get their own Anyone Local piece started right there in St. Louis, in their neck of the woods in that part of St. Louis, very easily, correct?
Okay, really simply. But before I mention that, I want to tell you that I, at this point, am not eligible to utilize a formal networking organization because of childcare needs. There are many others in the trades that have to be there earlier than someone who's a white collar person. There are many people that can no longer take advantage of this. And hate to tell you, there are many people who said, you know what, I like Zoom. I don't want to spend money on gas. It's cold in the north 6 months a year. I like to stay in my home office. So we've had a paradigm shift. It's no longer when people are able to, like I did, walk through ice and snow for a bunch of months and a scarf and a hat to get there. So I've learned that there's so much more fruitful endeavors by being remote. That said, Anyone Local is for anyone local anywhere. It's simply a text to someone in your community, or like I do, I will send my greeting and invitation to realtors in many, many states per day. I use my profile to show that what I offer locals, where I introduce myself and I let them know that I'm here for their service, and I introduce them to the local business exchange, which they can join and receive introductions per week. So the use of adoption is extremely easy. It's as simple as accepting a text and sending a text. So to reach members of your local community at any time, day or night, is extremely easy to reach your people, whether it's morning, and they fortunately get to hear more about you. It's as simple as sending a text.